out there know somebody who's a parent or a student or a teacher?
Yay!
We are one.
Yes, we are.
I like to give a big shout out to the CTA over there. CTA. I am from CFT. I'm a different union, but we are brothers and sisters. We
That's
are
right.
one. We are one. We are one. I was a teacher for 30 years in Costa Mesa, California. I love that place. Don't you love that place? I love it. There are good people in Costa Mesa. They're going through rough times right now, but they are good people in Costa Mesa. My students were like, spoke every single language you would find at the UN. They were unbelievable. They were really, really terrific kids. And now Costa Mesa has become ground zero of the war on workers. It is a tough thing. Somebody, the worst insult I ever heard, I was talking to a friend of mine one day, and she said, well, you know, what do you do? You're only a teacher.
Oh, boo!
That was the worst insult I ever heard. I said, you don't understand. You don't understand what it means to be a teacher. What it means to be a teacher is to give everything you can for those kids and see those kids, after you're gone, there's little parts of you in all of those kids. Being a teacher is the most important thing in the world, to me anyway. It's more important than being president. It's more important than being the Pope. It's more important than being Keith Richards. It's more important than being anybody. Being a teacher is more important than anything to me, and the idea about you're just a teacher, I just can't comprehend that. We have little stickers around that say Wisconsin comes to Costa Mesa.
Yeah!
Some of us say we aren't going to let that stand either.
Right.
We're not going to just stand there and have them take over a beautiful place like Costa Mesa. But it's not just Wisconsin. There are a lot of states where a lot of things are happening in the war on workers. Okay, in Ohio, the governor in Ohio just signed SB 5, which strips the union rights away from teachers, away from firefighters, away from just about everybody. In Wisconsin, at least the governor had the smarts to exempt a couple of the unions from that. In Ohio, he didn't have the smarts. He took every union out. In Maine, the governor in Maine, they had a mural with pictures of workers in Maine. They had a mural. They had a mural showing striking workers. They had a mural with the whole history of labor. And the governor in Maine said, you know, that's not friendly enough to business, and he took it down. Of course, today the federal government said, okay, if you take that down, you have to pay us back the $60,000 we spent to put it up.
That's right.
In Florida, they have a Governor Rick Scott in Florida. Governor Rick Scott in Florida, what he did lately is he just signed an order requiring mandatory drug testing for every public employee in Florida. And you know why he did that? He's the guy who owns the healthcare centers where they do the mandatory drug testing. It's all about the Benjamins. Recall them. And I was most amazed when I heard a couple of days ago, there is a gentleman named Chuck Canterbury. He is the head of the Fraternal Order of Police. The Fraternal Order of Police is a very, very conservative union and has endorsed the GOP for years and years and years. Chuck Canterbury said this the other day. Who are these evil teachers who teach your children? These evil policemen who protect them? These evil firemen who pull them from burning buildings? When did we all become evil?
Yeah.
Well, we're not evil, and it has finally dawned on him that the attack is on him. It's on every one of us. All right, I'm going to do a little thing that I call That's What Unions Do. And when I ask you why, tell me that's what unions